Hello again, and thank you for joining Jeff and Jenny's Classic Restorations. Well, I haven't had much time to do anything, and any time I have had off, it's been raining. But we're going to try and see if we can get on with the Seat Ibiza, get the wing on today. And the next problem is my son's Volkswagen Scirocco was making some funny noises in the gearbox area, which I was thinking the gearbox was on the way out. But I've got a feeling it could be the dual mass flywheel. So, excuse me. So that is waiting to go in to see if it can be fixed under warranty. I hope so. And in the meantime, it looks like we're going to have to reinsure the black Seat Ibiza so he can use that. So I thought, well, I better get on and try and see if I can get this wing done so that he can use it. I hope he doesn't damage it anymore. And then once we get the other one fixed, he'll go back to that. So let's get on and see if we can get this wing on. Well, this is the guy that's causing me all the trouble at the moment. My son's car. It's quite a nice car. But the trouble is it's got very low. It's had lower suspension, which not for me. I'm getting old. I don't like low suspension, so it's not really. It's a bit of a rough ride. But so we've got this under warranty, supposed to be. So I don't know how good it's going to be, but it's going to be taken in next Monday, and they're going to get a quote for it to see what it is and how much and everything, and then hopefully we can claim that back on warranty, but that remains to be seen. Well, we've got some bolts along the top of the wing here. Can I just see one here? I know for certain there is another one under there, which means taking this quarter light panel out. That's going to be a bit of a pain, but I know there is one bolt under there somewhere. We've got some bolts to take out here. I think these clip out, and then we've got some along the bottom, and another pain in the backside is going to be under the wheel arch. We've got to take those wheel liners out anyway. So shall we start with the easy ones? Well, look, I've now got the car on axle stands because I think might be the easiest way will be to take the wheels off to get to the lining underneath. And it was supposed to be no rain today. It was lovely and sunny, but as you look up, there's my typical rain clouds coming, so hopefully I can get on and do something. But what we've got under here is just these, where are they? One's missing there. Just these like little Torx bolts here. There's only a few along there, so I'm going to get those out and then we can move on from there. Well, I've managed to get the Torx bits out underneath. There's only about 3 of those. And then I've just gone along the top here. We've got these little annoying clip things here that come out. 1 or 2 were missing anyway, so now that has released this top part of the bumper. And I've also, in the meantime, just to save I think it's going to be easier in the long run, I've now taken the wheels off and we can get to these wheel liners, which will take us to the bolts and that hold the bumper on from there. So okay, we'll start on and try and get these out. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see this. There was only a couple of bolts in there, and there was just one final one here, which releases these clips. So I think it's actually loose now at the underneath and on the top there. So the other lining, I mean, I haven't taken this all out. It's just easy to get to, but the other lining I'll have to take completely out to get to the wing. So we'll move around that side now. So on the near side now, there's all these bolts to take out, Torx bolts, and then I'll remove the whole of this lining then. So let me just go around, get all these out, pull the lining out, and we can carry on with this wing. Okay, so there's all the lining out now. I've got that one that will bolt up here out. There we go, and there's the bumper off. So that's that done. That didn't take long, did it? There's loads of, I don't know if you can see down here, loads of dirt. There's a couple of bolts under there we need to get off. And we need to work on just one at the top there as well. So let's carry on. One thing we just have to do first, just take this bracket off, which obviously bolts to the bumper, and then you can actually clip the bumper clipped into this. So we just take this one off quickly. One more there, under there. There we go. So I'll take that one off, and we move on to the top again. Okay, so coming on top now, looks like we've just got a couple of bolts this end to undo. These are 10 mils. Put on the old stiff side. There we go. Now. Okay, so let me take that out, and that one, and there's no one further up, I think. I don't know, but let me get those out, and I'll come back to you. Yeah, just to let you know, it wasn't that one. That's part of the main frame of it. It was this one here, which, and now that's loosened all that off. So now we've got just that end, and hopefully we can. Well, so I've got to take the little quarter light out in a minute somehow, and then that gets us to the last bolt. Okay, so down the bottom here, I've got rid of a lot of this muck that's built up behind this cover here. There's one bolt, I don't know if you can see it, there's one just there I've got to get to, take that out, and I think there's another one beyond that. We've got this well, I suppose dead soundproofing, so I need to, I think, take this out, take that out. There's no one up there, take that out, we can get to the other bolt down there. So let me get that one out. Okay, so this was just clipped in, this soundproofing stuff, so now it enabled me to get to the second bolt down there, and so that's now removed. Which just leaves us one now, which is the quarter light window's got to be taken out. Couldn't make things any easier, could they? So let's get ready to do that. Well, I don't know if you can see this time of day. It's getting late now. I might have to finish this off tomorrow if I can. But we need to get this panel off so we can get to some bolts in there to remove this quarter light. And then that one bolt we need to get out for the wing is under there. They don't make life easy, do they? But so let's just try and see if we can get this clipped off. And start it off. God, I've got this speaker here. Let's disconnect that if we can. Oh, God, see, no room in. There we go. Right. So now that's all, you can see I've got 3 bolts. One down there, one at the very end there. So that's going to be, apparently that end one's a bit of a pain, but I think a ring spanner on that, we'll probably sort that out. So let me try and get those 3 out. Well, after a bit of a struggle with that back bolt or nut, we knew that was going to be a difficult one, but there we go. And that just removes the quarter light. So, according to plan, all being well, if we come out here now, we should have just one more bolt, which is there, and that should get the wing off. So let's get that one undone and get this blooming wing off. Well, after all that struggling, you might as well see the moment of truth. Just taking this, this last bolt out, and hopefully taking this out as well. Hopefully that should do it. There we go. Always something in there. Now, one more bolt, that's not too bad, that's all right. Let me just get that off and relay that will come off then. Well, the new wing is in place now. I've just put, just lightly put these bolts in for now, and then I've got to put those bottom ones in. The light is going now, so I'm going to just plod on and do what I can, get things back, and then I'll try and finish off tomorrow morning, trying to get the bumper back on and everything. So I hope you enjoyed this little bit. As I say, we'll be back tomorrow. I've got to get that quarter light back in. That's quite important, obviously, in case it rains. So we'll leave it there for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Well, hello again, and welcome back. Next day now. I've managed to get in the dark everything back now. All I have to do now, I've got some replacement lights down here, LED darker ones. It's supposed to be a direct replacement, but yeah, right, of course they are. So what I'm going to do in a minute, I'll be cutting these, and I'll solder them together and put some heat shrink wrap on there, what they call it. So the wing actually does look nice now, dusty again. But of course this doesn't look very nice now. This is the first part where it was dented in, so possibly have to take the inside of the door off, see if I can bang some of that out, and then that one needs to be filled, and then hopefully we can blend that in with the rest of the car. Let me just show you one cock up from last night, which has cost me, well, will cost me some more money. Well, this is what's going to cost me some money. As you remember, these 3 bolts here needed to be tied up. There wasn't much room, and I was actually able to get a socket on there to tighten one of them up. And would you believe, or you will, what happened was, as the socket slipped, what did it do? It banged the windscreen. So look at that, nice little crack now. So I'm going to have to get that replaced before I sell it. So I think that's half my profits gone. Well, most of my profits gone now. And we've also got another 8 days of strike coming up, so it's not very good news. Just one other quick thing I'll show you. As I mentioned when we took this out yesterday, I thought I was disconnecting the speaker, but it isn't. It's the remote control for the door locking, as I found out when it wouldn't lock yesterday. So I'm just going to get this back on, and then we're going to try and sort those lights out, and then we should call it a day then. So I'll just get this back in and connected, and then we'll move on and do the little indicators. Okay, so we'll get on and try this now. They're LEDs, so they should have to be the quick polarity on here. I'm just going to take a guess that the brown one is the live and the black one will be earth. So which means now just cutting the end of this one off. And then we cut this one off. I'll just strip these wires back a bit. Okay, same with this one. Right, okay, one more. So I'm just going to temporary, just hopefully just tie these together for a minute. We will solder them in a minute. In fact, what I do, bear with me, I'm going to put the indicators on, I'll come back. Right, I've got the indicators on now, so what did I say? Hoping that's going to be the earth. There we go, sequential indicators. Right, okay. Right, I've just done one just to hold this in place. This is the earth wire, and hopefully, I'm just hoping, there we go. This shrink sleeving will go over there nicely. We can go over then with this soldering iron and make this nice and waterproof, hopefully. There we go. think that will do that. And we'll just do this one more. I'm sorry, you all know how to solder. There's no point me really going into depth of this. It's just I need to make it a bit longer, I think, there. Okay, and just a little bit more on there. There we go. Right, get that one back on again. You're gonna have to see me do that again. You know how it works. That'll just slide over there, and we'll try it out. But there we go, all fitted, which is quite nice. Does set it off a little bit, doesn't it? So apart from the broken windscreen now, quite a successful job, which now means we've now got to sort this out. Now my son's going to use the car because his one's having problems at the moment, so I've got to get this insured, and he'll be using this, and hope he doesn't cause any more damage. Well, just the other indicator to do on the other side, and as I mentioned, my son will be using it again now. I'll get it insured today for a couple of weeks. We'll get it back eventually, I hope. Next time we're going to do something a little bit different. I do have one thing to do, which I hope you find interesting. It's classic, but it's not a vehicle or anything. So until next time, you take care out there, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.